Welcome back to Foundational Health Solutions, everyone. I'm Dr. Stuart Hoover, and I'm here with my good mate Eric Marquette. Today we're going to blow the doors open on why gut health is about way more than taking a single probiotic pill and hoping for the best.
It's true, Stuart. And hi, folks. Great to join you again. Last time we touched on this idea of synergy in the microbiome, didn't we? How gut health isn't about just isolating one thing. It's about the big picture, the ecosystem, you could call it.
Exactly. And that's where the magic happens when you combine prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotics, plus those fermented herbs for good measure. So let's break it down. Prebiotics are the food for your bacteria. Probiotics are the live cultures themselves. And then postbiotics, those are like the gold medal winning byproducts, things like short-chain fatty acids, enzymes, all sorts of stuff your body can actually use right away.
Yeah, Dr. Nirvana actually summed this up nicely. Recent research has shown that short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, which get produced when bacteria ferment fiber, and prebiotics, help strengthen the intestinal wall, tamp down inflammation, and make it easier for us to absorb nutrients. So you're supporting immune function and digestion simultaneously, not just fixing bloating or what have you.
Totally. And Dr. Daisy Anglo highlighted this in her clinical work too. The combo not only reinforces the gut lining, but supports healthy regularity and keeps discomfort at bay, which, let's be honest, a lot of folks are struggling with these days, especially after dodgy takeout or a weekend of, well, not so great choices.
And the buzzword here really is diversity, isn't it? The gut needs loads of different friendly bacteria, not just one or two superstar strains. Flora Biome makes this possible, with all those micro strains emerging from the fermentation of different herbs. It's all about getting closer to the variety you'd get in nature, instead of just popping a capsule that says probiotic on it.
Absolutely. And there's a ton of confusion out there, people thinking if I just take a yogurt or those chalky supplements, I'm sorted. But the new research blows that up. It's those interactions, the prebiotics feeding probiotics, producing postbiotics, that create that functional, balanced gut ecosystem. One more thing, people often think all probiotics survive the stomach acid and colonize, but that's not always true. And not all strains do the same thing either. It's pretty complex, which is why an all-in-one living formula stands out.
I think a lot of people also get stuck with the idea that gut health is just about the stomach, but not about overall energy, mood, or immune system. When really the gut is affecting all of these. Did I get that right, Stuart?
You did, Eric, perfectly. It's like this central control room for your health, a bit like the AI producer here running things behind the scenes. That's why a product that covers pre, pro, and postbiotics with a diverse ecosystem is such a game changer.
So let's zoom in on Flora Biome specifically. What really makes this stand out is the all-in-one format. You've got 10 unique probiotic strains, 18 fermented herbs as prebiotics, and then a whole bunch of postbiotics, enzymes, short-chain fatty acids, amino acids, vitamins, minerals. And it all comes in a single liquid, which, honestly, Stuart, is a relief because my supplement cabinet was getting out of hand.
Oh, Eric, don't get me started. I used to be that person schlepping around, 3 or 4 different bottles everywhere? One for probiotics, one for the prebiotics, then something with enzymes. You needed a suitcase to travel. Now with Flora Biome, it's just a bottle in the fridge, 1 shot a day, and bam, you're sorted. I might actually remember to take it now.
You don't need to tell me. And it's not just us, this isn't hype. This is backed up by the clinical community. Over 200 clinicians actually share Flora Biome as a recommended solution for their patients, with no compensation involved. And the expert testimonials really back up what we're seeing. Dr. Nicole Avena said she loves having pre, pro, and postbiotics in one ready-to-go formula, skipping the whole piecemeal approach.
And Dr. Jonathan Kung, a gastroenterologist, praised it because every serving is freshly brewed with all the active strains alive and kicking. It's that freshness and diversity that strengthens the microbiome day in and day out. Plus, you get that support for everything from bloating to reflux to IBS. Let's be honest, a lot of folks listening are probably nodding along here because those are real struggles.
And on the formulation side, it's definitely impressive. Those 18 herbs going through fermentation means the prebiotics are really top-notch, not just some generic fibre mix. Dr. Daisy Anglo pointed out how these actually reinforce the gut lining and support bowel function. I mean, I might not be a scientist, but I do like the idea of my gut lining being reinforced, you know?
Absolutely. And the postbiotics, let's not skip those. Most people don't realize, but when you get postbiotics directly from a formula, you don't have to wait for your gut bacteria to do all the work. It's like getting the VIP package. You get those health benefits as soon as it hits your mouth. And by the way, I always tell my clients this. The reason you feel the difference with Flora Biome is because you're really covering all your bases with just one simple step.
It really brings all those puzzle pieces together, making it, well, finally easy. Even for blokes like me who tend to forget routine things until my gut reminds me, sometimes not so politely.
What I really love, Eric, is when we hear from actual users, not just experts, like the stories that come in from people struggling for years and then suddenly, heartburn what? Or I'm regular for the first time in my life. That's powerful. Christina mentioned it changed her experience with heartburn. Jody found regularity for the first time ever. And Melissa flat out said Flora Biome gave her her life back. That kind of stuff is gold, isn't it?
It really is. And digging into the timeline, the company does a good job of setting expectations. In week 1, your gut's adjusting, right? Might notice a bit of bloating or more action in the bathroom. Maybe a polite way to say it, Stuart. But by weeks 2 to 4, people start feeling lighter, less bloated, better digestion. Month 2, that's when deeper changes kick in. More energy, even clearer skin for some.
Spot on. And I love how honest those reviews are, like Scott, who said the taste was bleak at first, but then decided he liked it once he saw the difference in his bowels. That's probably the realest review you could hope for. And then Melanie, dealing with GERD and the ups and downs of elimination, found consistency and less heartburn, all because she stuck with it. The longer people use it, 3-6 months, the more they're reporting resilience to diet slip-ups, travel, life stress. It's about building that foundation over time.
So if listeners are wondering if an all-in-one approach like this is right for them, what should they look out for? I mean, how does someone know Flora Biome fits their needs? And when should they actually expect to notice changes?
Great questions. I always say if you're dealing with stuff like irregularity, bloating, persistent heartburn, or even nagging energy dips, give it a proper trial. Stick with it consistently for at least a couple months. Make sure your hydration's on point. Don't get me started on that tangent. We've done whole episodes on water and electrolytes. But seriously, results come with time, and little by little, you'll see those benefits stack up. No overnight miracles, but real lasting change is totally within reach for most people.
Love that, Stuart. And of course, everyone's journey is individual. So just pay attention to your own body's cues and don't hesitate to chat with a healthcare provider if you're not sure. All right, folks, that's a wrap for today's episode about revolutionizing gut health and the Flora Biome difference. Dr. Hoover, always a pleasure.
Cheers, Eric. Always fun to nerd out on gut health with you. If you are interested in an effective foundational health program that targets gut microbiome health and improves cellular function, check out vibeyourbody.com. This program is quickly becoming the go-to for those looking to simplify, cut cost, and lock on to a program that is sustainable for life. Thanks to everyone tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more foundational health insights. Take care, Eric.
Take care, Stuart. And thanks to all our listeners. See you soon.